a super scary story about people receiving fake Ozempic from their pharmacy. Their pharmacy. We're not talking about compounds. We're not talking about research chemicals. We're talking about brand name Ozempic from their pharmacy, counterfeit. So what's going on? Let's unpack this. So this warning comes from an organization called the Healthcare Distribution Alliance. Familiar with them? Neither was I. But basically, it is a organization that acts as kind of a conduit between manufacturers and the supply chain, right? The distributors. So that's what makes this particularly scary. Because these bootlegs are coming from the distributor level, meaning the people who supply pharmacies with the medication. So what's going on? Well, people have received Ozempic pens that look a lot like the other ones. Let's take a look at them. If you're not looking closely, you can see the counterfeit carton looks an awful lot like the brand name carton. And the counterfeit pens look an awful lot like the brand name pens. So far, this has mainly popped up overseas, but they're noticing these pens popping up in the United States. This coming on the heels of this crazy article about somebody having this crazy reaction and having their crotch burned off by Ozempic. Are the two related? Y'all know I like to speculate. So this information doesn't come from the FDA. The FDA is looking into this now. The question becomes, what have they found inside of these pens that wasn't Ozempic? Well, that's what makes this particularly scary, is what they found inside these pens is a version of insulin glargine, long-acting synthetic insulin. And the danger with this is, well, you don't really have the risk of hypoglycemia with Ozempic because GLP-1s help you make insulin naturally on demand. This is synthetic insulin that can potentially send your blood sugar crashing to dangerously low levels. And if you don't know that you've ingested it, you could end up very, very, very harmful. So let's talk about what the real risk is to those of you taking Ozempic right now. The things that you can do is make sure that you find this document. I'm going to list this document at onthepen.com on my website so that you can get it. I'm sure that you can find it on Ozempic's website or Novo Nordisk's website. But you can look for the counterfeit differences between the counterfeit. There were differences on the labeling boxes. So you're just going to want to make sure that those look the same. Does this pose a major threat? It doesn't sound like it does now. Like I said, it sounds like this is a mostly overseas thing. But they have popped up over here. So whether they're being brought from overseas or whether they actually got them here, I don't know. But it's something to be aware of, something to be watchful for, right? Something to know that's going on. So if you have concerns, make sure that you talk to your pharmacy. Make sure you talk to your doctor because, like I said, this is happening at the distributor level, and they're the ones that supply pharmacies with the medication. Make sure you give the channel a follow to stay in touch with all the latest information about all the GLP-1s.